I think, keep us in common than there are things that divide us.
And I think that's a brilliant way to look at it. If we focus on the things that we have in common,
Yeah.
Like you're saying, you know, the differences then
Yes.
then become minuscule, and you think, well, that doesn't
That's right.
actually matter too much.
And you can negotiate some things.
Yeah.
You know, you can negotiate. But you, in my view, you need to start from a position of saying, guess what? We have a common reason to do things together, good things together. I'm naive, it's okay.
I'm sure you're not. Still on the same subject, so we will get to the actual questions
no, it's okay.
that I prepared.
It's okay, don't you worry. There's lots to talk about.
What do you feel the difference is then? Let's take Bristol for example. This is where we are in terms of sort of racism and inequality here in the UK, and you having been living in Bristol as sort of segregation compared to the States. Do you think it's more seen more in the States and, you know, more of an issue, or is it that people just seem, because it's been on the news, people seem to think that it's more of an issue there than maybe it is over here?
I think it's different. And I think the differences are these. America, in its early years, in the 1700s, was a location where there was slavery. And that causes, it leaves a legacy. That's the best way to put it. It leaves a legacy of superiority and inferiority that is based on the way you look. Whereas here, there is a class system that has a superiority and an inferiority that's based on the way you might speak or dress or eat or do things like that. So it is, you can move more easily from a middle class to an upper class, you know, because you can acquire certain attributes. But guess what? In America, when you're black, you're not going to change that. In America, however, you see the Colin Powells, who was I guess he was chief of staff, military man. So
Chief
whatever.
of staff, yeah.
You see Condoleezza Rice, who was foreign secretary, or something like that. I don't know what the title was. But you see black people in America having very high positions that you don't see the equivalent of here. So there's something different.
Yeah.
You know, there's a different thing going on. And I guess I'm not a historian, so I don't know really why it is. I can just say that there are differences. In America, you can excel, regardless of your color, your background, your accent, your whatever. If you, generally speaking, apply yourself, educate yourself, you can move through those barriers. My father, for example, was a dirt farmer, came from a dirt farming family. He was one of 13 children, and he and many of his siblings have university educations. So that didn't stop his ability to succeed, in a sense. So it's just different here. You face different barriers here. And in both systems, the worst thing is to feel that you are inferior and give up hope and think that the system cannot be changed, challenged, improved. Because it can be, but you just have to have a particular strength, wherever you are, to be able to get through that.